In the last session, we have seen about the low voltage fuses. That too, we have seen about the semi-enclosed rewirable fuse, where we have seen the disadvantage of breaking at low currents. It was just a porcelain material what we see at home, porcelain base and a porcelain fuse carrier. Okay, so now we will move on to the other type of the low voltage fuse, that is high rupturing capacity fuse. Shortly it is called as a HRC fuse. Now moving on to the construction, it is going to have a heat resistant ceramic body which is going to be supported by the metal caps, brass metal caps, and here you are going to have the fuse element, silver fuse element being connected. And if you could see, the entire area around this is going to be filled out by your filling powder. So thus, if you could see the construction parts, a heat resisting ceramic body with the fuse silver element being connected in between the fuse link contacts. You are going to have the filling powder which is going to be made up of either you can use as chalk or plaster of Paris or quartz or marble. The main thing to use these four materials because it acts as a arc quenching as well as a cooling medium. So the materials used are chalk or plaster of Paris, quartz or marble. So now we will move on to the principle of operation. Here when you consider that is in the normal condition, the current, it is going to carry the normal current, so it is not going to overheat the fuse element and it is not going to melt it, right? Now whenever a fault occurs, it melts and breaks the circuit. That is, before the first loop of peak current reaches itself, it is going to melt the whatever the fuse element. Now, so whenever there is going to be a fault, it heats and melts the silver contact. So when it heats and melts the silver contact, what is going to happen? The silver is going to get vaporized. When this silver is going to vaporize, it is going to form a high arc resisting, that is a chemical reaction is going to occur between your vaporized silver and the filling medium. So this chemical reaction, it is going to cause a very high resistance. So this high resistance itself will limit the current and quench the arc. So whenever a fault current flows, this fuse element vaporizes. So as a result, this vapor, it mingles with your whatever the filling material and produces a chemical reaction, and in turn it produces a high resistance which helps in quenching the arc. Now we will move on to the advantage. So the main thing from the name itself, high rupturing capacity fuse. So when compared with your semi-enclosed rewirable fuse, it can be used for interrupting the low as well as the high breaking currents. Okay, and it is also fast in operation and it does not deteriorate with years. And it is able to discriminate between the normal condition and the fault easily. The next thing is, of course, it is cheaper and it has a consistent performance. So now we will move on to the disadvantage. As usual, you have to replace after every operation. So it is a time consuming one. And the next thing is, whatever the heat which is going to be produced due to the vaporization and arc is going to frame, there is a possibility that it can affect the associated switches. Now, on the whole, if you are going to see, when compared with your semi-enclosed fuses, so it is used for your breaking your high capacity fuses. So with various advantages of high speed operation or your cheaper or reliable discrimination. So with this, I wind up today's class. In the next class, we will be seeing about the next type of fuse. That is, this HRC fuse is going to be associated with the tripping device. Thank you.